what we're looking at is we still have a 6,816 unit position on the long side up top. And then we have two short positions, one for 3,129 and one for 3687. So we have a balanced hedge. But I've got 5,684 units sitting on the sideline. And I think it's time to maybe do something with it. This has gone up. There's a trend, but now we're having a pullback and looking at maybe making a little bit of a scalp right here to the long side. I'm going to buy 5,684 and I'm going to put a 10 pip take profit on that position. So that's going to be our little scalper right there. And if everything goes wrong, which it could, I'm going to put a backstop 30 pips below that. 36693. This is we're going to put a sell stop for 5,684 units and pop that right there. So if this comes down and we're wrong, we'll pick this stop order up and hedge. If we're right, we'll swing up and grab a 10 pip scalper and we'll get rid of this stop order. Sometimes I think the market just hates me. And today is not any different. All right, we put this buy position in, hoping for a quick scalp, and the market just sold off, just did. So picked up our backstop and it was a little bit in the money. Now it's kind of bouncing right at the backstop. So a couple things we need to do now is take out this profit order because that no longer is in play. And then we've got to update our hedge calculator to keep track of our positions. So now we have 5684 here and 5684 here. So we have a balanced hedge. Unfortunately, we did not get our little scalper. So this is our new setup that we're hoping for. That continues to go down. Then we're looking for a profit zone to make a trim. All right, it is late in the day, 2:51. I don't normally even look at the charts at this time. Happened to glance, was kind of like playing with some setups here, and this guy is knocking on 40 pips in the money. So I think we trim it. I think we jump in and make some action happen. First order of business, I'm going to put a trailing stop on this guy. And we're going to have that follow the market at 10 pips. And second order of business, we're going to partially trim this guy 1,015 units. So 1015, we're going to partially close him. So now we're off balance and we're hoping this position carries on and just grinds away on its way down. I say we let that saute for a minute and cook and maybe, just maybe jump in to some comments. The comments section, see if there's anything out there that is fun and exciting and helpful. All right. One person wrote, "Hey Chad, you're doing a great job." Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. On a lighter note, I find it sometimes a bit funny when I see you with different clothes on the same video. I guess the positive part is they correspond to the same season. Here's the deal. Part of these trades are done at the butt crack of dawn, like 6:30 in the morning. I'm just getting done working out. I'm not really ready. Hats on backwards, glasses on. I mean, it's early. But as the day progresses, I do try to take a shower and do my hair. But if the trade's developing, you got to see that happen. So I've just decided, does it really matter what I'm wearing or if my hair's done, as long as the trade kind of corresponds, it might make sense. And you know what? That's not a perfect science either. Sometimes I start a video and then I go to Chick-fil-A and I don't finish that video. So it's not always a perfect science, but I'm trying to catch everything I do on the account on the live video. One person wrote, is squeezing done at full capacity? Or we place the stop order hedge at same initial place even if market moves, or move it to squeeze like a balanced hedge method? Kindly reply. Okay, you do not have to balance to full capacity. If you trim and you want to put units on the side, totally fine. If you feel like it's a good opportunity to balance the capacity, also fine. If you want to just do a scalp and do no trim, also fine. If you want to put a bracket order where it comes back up and snags it at 30 pips or has a 30 pip backstop, also fine. If you want to just put the 30 pip backstop and squeeze it, also fine. So I think what I'm trying to say is the balancing of the hedge is the key important part. Whatever you trim down to, balance the hedge. Whatever you put back in the market, balance the hedge. But how you manage that trade in the moment, long, short, aggressive, unaggressive, bullish, bearish, I think that comes down to what you think the market's going to do at the time. I would say the only thing in my opinion, is to make sure at the end of the day, when all your positions are in, you have a balanced hedge or at least pending orders that would balance the hedge if something got out of hand. One person wrote, unfortunately, the strategy doesn't work using this approach. Oh, I really wanted it to though. After a month, you're still down 6% because when hedged at balance, the net delta is always equal. Good work on using big words. Nice work. Offsetting the losing trade is only possible when you hedge by capacity in accordance with the current momentum, i.e., trend. That is not true. You can trim, get units back, find an opportunity to use those units later, and then you have potential clean trades. Or when you trim, you have an offsetting trade. I mean, we're literally watching this happen right here. Right now, we are currently unbalanced 1,015 units. If it continues to go down, we are picking up clean pips. If it about faces and picks up our trailing stop, we trimmed according to the amount of money we had to apply, and then it can carry on. We'll go ahead and buy at the market 1,000 units and push it up, or just balance your hedge and you would have brought units, 1,000 of them, to the market for a later trade. I think he's right on the sense that just trimming a hedge does not equal money. You have to collect clean pips along the way, and eventually those clean trades, if you get good at it, will offset the drawdown and you start building off of it. When he says I'm down 6%, I guess if I was to close the account down right now, I would be down 6%. But how many people just close their mutual funds, 401ks, IRAs, any investment you have? If you bought Tesla, are you just closing it after 90 seconds of holding it? Or do you hold and sometimes you have drawdown until it comes back around? All I'm doing with my hedge is holding these positions until I have an opportunity to trim them or they come back into the money. Either way. All right, let's finish this one. Bring this back over. However, you need a relatively large movement and preferably in a straight line to get flat this way. Since markets move approximately 70-80%, meaning mean reverting, the balance hedge gets constantly triggered, which causes you to be in a forever drawdown. The strat would only work in a very strong trending markets without pullbacks, which makes a simple trend following system, in that case, more robust and efficient. Dude, you nailed it. Unfortunately, this doesn't work, and you probably should just do a simple trend following system. And I gotta be honest, if that was the case and you had a simple trend following system, why are you watching hedging videos?